Sorry for going a week without uploading anything. And we've kind of been busy. We've kind of been busy for the most part. Art Alex set some wanted to set some fucking rules before we did this.
Yeah.
Like some stupid ass requirements.
So now no one will stop saying that now.
Okay, but finally, I waited a long time, and long enough to talk about this game. So, welcome to the welcome to the finale of the classic of the classic Mario Marathon. Am I right? Yeah! I've decided to leave Yoshi's Island out of this since it's technically not a Mario game.
Or rather, a Yoshi game.
Well, this is my review of Super Mario World, Super Mario Brothers 4. So I guess I could begin with the interesting development. This actually started in about a year before Mario 3.
Yeah, this game was in development before Mario 3.
1987. And they wanted to base the game off of it.
Yeah.
It however realized they should do use some original ideas. Yeah, since a lot of unused sprites in the game. And it came out. The game was released in 1990 in Japan and 1991 in North America. As a launch title for the Super Famicom / Super Nintendo. Okay. I actually have believe it or not, I actually have a lot of memories of this one.
Yep.
I got it for Christmas one year. From my dad came home one year for Christmas. Brought home a SNES from the other side of my family. And Alex and I, and it came with a few games, and one of them being Mario World. Alex and I played the fuck out of it, though never ever finishing it. And hell, I even remember Austin coming over when we tried to do 2-player runs. And that ultimately never worked either. But needless to say, I have a lot more memories with this game than the other than the other 4. Or because I actually have, because I actually played it, because I actually played it, I played it for longer than that, than the others. So let's start. Without further ado, let's get into the game's story. After actually, the game kind of just happens.
Yeah.
Because a point I didn't bring up.
Yeah.
Mario 3 is no longer canon.
Yeah.
And
technically Mario 2 isn't canon either. So.
Well, the game told you it was a dream.
Mm-hmm. So.
Canon is a bitch.
So, believe it or not, this game apparently takes place right after Lost Levels. Or, well, in terms of if you're going by chronological release date, which isn't exactly the canon timeline, but we're not talking about timeline races in this video. The Mario timeline is already enough of a mindfuck.
It's already a huge can of worms.
Okay, please talk music, please.
So I guess after Lost Levels, was the Mario Bros. Was the princess decided to take a vacation into
Dinosaur Land.
Into dinosaur.
I don't know why you take a relaxing vacation to a world full of dinosaurs, but okay.
However, the two Mario Bros. Go off and explore their surroundings.
And while they're away, Peach gets kidnapped.
Oh boy!
Why didn't they take Peach with them again?
And they discover an egg, a green egg.
Which actually, it's a general is Yoshi.
Or as the manual says.
I'll confirm. Yoshi has a full name. Yoshisaur T. Yoshisaur Munchakoopa.
What?
Now, my biggest question is what that T stands for. Tyler? Tyrone?
Terry? I don't know.
Tilde? A Tamaran?
Okay, now you're just being weird.
What does that mean?
It's not really important, and it's kind of never mentioned.
Yeah.
And it's never really mentioned again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad.
Okay. Anyways.
So
stop twerking, Noah.
That's the story.
Your Super Mario World. Nothing really special.
Nothing special all the way it should be.
It's a traditional Mario fair.
But the interesting topic is how does it play? I'm stepping out of my tradition.
And
in here the controls actually work.
Yeah. This game controls beautifully.
Yeah, I don't really care about your lack of you just falling in straight.
Yeah.
I grew up with that.
Yeah.
Out of mind. But but Mario obviously isn't alone here. Assuming you're playing Advance 2, the event in the GBA remake of this game, you can actually Mario's not alone here. You can now play as Luigi,
which is amazing.
But as Mario's rating changed any bit over 4 videos. Well, definitely.
Mario's definitely improved.
Isn't an average.
Average. Being the default control scheme has a like I say. You can find the games in play style.
Yeah.
So
you can run at top speed. You can make a higher jump.
You can drop walls with the proper whatever these things are.
Yeah, the proper ramp.
The proper pink smiling ramp.
I'd say I'll give Mario a 9.
Yeah, a 9 this time around.
And then, what about you?
I'll give him a 9.
And then there's the exclusive to Mario Advance 2.
In the GBA, Luigi.
Yay!
Yep, Luigi's playable.
And is not a fucking an absolute joke. Or a hard to control.
It's not an absolute joke or terrible or that hinders the gameplay experience.
Very similar for the USA. A higher jump less traction, and but Luigi adds more to that. I think you already know what Luigi's rating here is.
Yeah, a 10.
10.
Easily.
And why don't we go over our new power-ups? There aren't nearly as many.
Well, let's go over our returning power-up. The Super Mushroom functions exactly the same, so we don't need to even...
Fire Flower isn't all that useful this time.
Fire Flower isn't all that useful this time around, especially due to the fact that there's a lot more noticeable amount of enemies that are immune to it.
Yeah, a lot more enemies.
There's a lot more enemies that are immune to it this time.
And then there... And then, but new to the game is...
Yeah?
What am I wearing right? What am I...
The Cape Feather.
Whoa.
Oh boy, the Cape Feather.
Think of the Super Leaf, but good.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have...
This thing is an improvement in every way.
You slowly descend... you slowly glide... I'd by holding down on the jump button, in which is great.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also spin, which is way easier to use.
Mm-hmm.
And since it's not on an absolute, the range isn't so piss poor, or you can do it while moving. And remember?
Yeah, so.
And the most important thing. If you manage to keep
it twice.
Yeah, if you keep enough momentum, run up, run at top speed, jump, and keep pushing back on the D-pad, and you will absolutely destroy the game.
And this flight destroys everything.
And I think you should guess what my rating here is.
Shoot. Your rating?
10.
10.
But there's also another power up here.
And that?
You jump. In Yoshi's Island 2, you'll be introduced. You'll actually be introduced to Yoshi.
Here, this is where Yoshi's, in terms of the leaves, makes his first appearance.
Yeah, it is. It is. Actually, an interesting fact, Miyamoto wanted to have Yoshi in the NES games, and then kept up a drawing on his desk.
Just oddly enough.
And the hardware prevented that.
Unfortunately.
So the time was right to include Yoshi and Mario World. Oh, then, what can he do?
Which one? Dinner? Okay.
Okay.
Anyway.
What can Yoshi do? Well, first off,
he can bounce on any enemy. No exception. Nothing can damage him from below, except for a bottomless pit,
Okay, aside from that, he can eat enemies. Yoshi can eat enemies. He's if they're he's use special abilities. He's depending on what shell it is. If it's green, it's just a projectile. If it's red, you can shoot fireballs. If it's yellow, which is kind of rare,
stomp attack?
It's kind of worthless.
I don't like the stomp attack.
And make things even more overpowered.
Yeah.
The blue, if it's a blue shell,
you can fly.
However, Yoshi, he doesn't just come in the green variety.
There's 3 different Yoshi.
There's yellow, that will always have this. He's extra pain on what.
That no matter what you eat, we'll always be able to stomp. In addition to the effects it might have. Red, which can always breathe fire after spitting something out, in addition to what effects it might have. And the best one, Blue Yoshi. Blue Yoshi here can always fly if he has a shell in his mouth.
Oh.
Regardless of what. Regardless.
Also, sometimes you need Yoshi for alternate paths. But
and also, Yoshi can still just stop the fireball.
Jab on the haters. Okay. So rating for Yoshi.
What is your rating?
10. Also, just fucking look at this guy.
This is peak adorableness.
Yeah, that's an understatement. That would be an understatement.
That's a fucking understatement.
And so, remember how I mentioned alternate paths in the game?
This guy.
Yeah. Okay. I mentioned alternate paths in the game. And about that, this game is not the game. First off, the game supports a save feature, which is great. Then the map is interconnected, which is really cool. Well, most importantly, levels have more than one exit.
Yeah.
However, you can actually tell if they have a secret exit.
If the level is red, it has 2 exits. If the level is blue,
yellow, you mean?
Yellow has 1 exit.
Yeah, that's
a little trickier with the ghost houses. They're marked with
ghost
haunted house.
For the most part, they always have a secret exit.
Every ghost house in the game has a secret
exit. And yeah, that's a new set piece for the series.
The ghost house.
These spooky remember how Boo's debuted okay, you're gonna hate me for this.
Debuted
in Mario 3, but they
exactly have a proper home set piece.
So here, these fuckers are everywhere. And how do they behave? Yeah, they'll come. I'm chasing you, if you're looking away. But if you're looking at them, and they'll hide.
Yeah.
Also, an interesting question.
Yeah.
Are Boos wearing mascara when they cover their faces?
I don't know. I think it's blushing, but
yeah.
That wouldn't make sense considering. They don't have blood, or either that, or they're spectral balloons filled with blood, which is very disturbing. I'd rather not think about that. Oh God, that sounds very plausible. Doing the blush and the fact that their tongues are bright and their tongues and mouths are bright red. Boos are just balloons filled with blood. Oh God.
I don't want to think about that.
Yeah. So,
but ghost houses offer a lot of variety. With several gimmicks like giant snot bubbles, I think.
Yeah.
That you can bounce off of.
Whatever. I don't know what this thing is, but it's fun to bounce off.
Oh, yeah, new to the game.
It's a spin jump.
This has reappeared not just 2D.
But also some 3D games. Though in the 3D games it doesn't serve any offensive purpose. And in the 2D game, and in the more recent 2D games, it's been heavily nerfed.
The spin jump can destroy.
Yeah, the spin jump is at its peak in this game.
It can destroy anything. It can destroy blocks.
It can destroy enemies. It can bounce off spiked enemies like Yoshi.
Which is something the newer games don't do.
Something the newer games don't, which they can't say for the newer games.
Yeah, seriously, the spin jump was horribly nerfed. But, okay.
Yeah.
However, there's also a bit of increase for boss fight. A few more for boss fight in terms of boss fights.
Yep.
First, there's you'll probably come across. Once again, the Koopalings are all one.
Yeah, the Koopalings, there's 3 different categories. We'll break them in categories this time. The first category is Iggy and Larry.
Right? Yeah.
All
you do is
jump on okay. They're on a ramp. They pull projectiles out of their. They pull bouncing fireballs out of their shells. And basically jump on them when the ramp amp is slanting in their direction. And to push them downwards, and you can pretty quickly push them into the lava and they die.
They're kind of easy.
These 2 are really easy.
7.
7.
Then there's Roy and Morton. No wait, yeah, Roy and Morton. There's 4.
There's 4 categories.
Yeah, let's. So Roy and Morton.
Roy and Morton's category.
A chart target you as the wall closes in, and they run up the ceiling. And if you don't jump, you'll be stunned for a little.
If you don't jump, you're gonna be stunned.
And then take a hit. This fight can be a little annoying if you don't know what to do. If you don't know, if you can't hit them. Rating?
What's your rating?
Well, I'd say about the same.
I'll give you an 8. They're totally the same as mine. They're definitely more challenging and creative than the previous one.
Then there's Larry and Wendy.
These ones are pretty annoying.
Very annoying. Pretty annoying? You mean extremely annoying?
Yeah, you have to
guess which one is the which you have. Here's the gist. They're hiding in pipes,
and you have to watch the pipes and see which one the real one comes out.
Yeah, there are 2 close.
2 fakes.
And
those don't look very good.
No, I'm talking about. Oh, Mario is a mass murderer. Mario commits child murder.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you watch 4 of them and melt in lava.
Well, and now, what do you rate this one?
6.
Yeah, how could you 6?
Easy. And then there's the unique category,
which is held exclusively by the canonical leader of the Koopalings,
Ludwig von Koopa.
Ludwig von Koopa.
Yeah, if you couldn't tell already, the Koopalings are named after
musicians.
So Ludwig is actually very similar to the original incarnation into the Koopalings.
Yeah.
And he jump up, he spits fire at you, jumps around, does a whoa, and uses his shell as a method of defense instead of
a very poor method of offense. It's a trick that would later be taught to the other Koopalings.
Yeah. Did I mention this in the Mario 3 review? You could bounce on top of their shells.
No problem.
Here that doesn't work with Ludwig.
Considering his shell is now spiked. Were they always spiked?
They were always spiked, but it's still, but you could still do the same.
Well, yeah, for some reason, despite clearly having spikes on them in the original, and you could jump on 3, you could jump on them. But in this game, you logically can't jump on their clearly spiked shells.
I think Ludwig's fight is pretty fun.
Definitely miles better than the other people.
I'd say a 10.
Yeah, I'll give this a 10.
And then there's the two mini bosses. There's the mini boss of the kind of rare fortress.
Yeah.
These only appear towards the halfway point. Like starting with World 4 or the fortress disappears. Now these can only be played once, unless you're using a little trick in the original, or where you press L and R to replay them.
Yeah. I don't know why you want to replay the fortresses.
Yeah, fortresses, instead of you fighting Boom Boom, who you could kill in like 10 seconds.
No,
Reznor,
which is arguably a more high stakes battle.
But
if you don't beat him fast enough, you're falling to your death.
So how does the fight work? Well, simple.
There's some dinosaurs on a spinning platform.
There's some rhinos.
Some rhinos on a spinning platform, and you have to knock them all off either by spinning it in the cape feather at them or hitting them from below before the ground beneath them collapses, causing you to fall to your doom.
Yeah. However, it's about as easy.
It's a little more stressful, but it's not too difficult.
I'll give it a 7.
Yeah, I'll give it a 7 too.
And there's the ghost house, a boss in the ghost house. The boss in the ghost house, which is Big Boo. The Big Boo. Now, how does it work? Well, simple. You can pick up the glowing blocks, Ox when he's visible, and throw him upward. He's pretty easy.
Sorry.
But this did start mark the debut of Big Boo's as bosses.
Yeah. The tradition carried over into 64.
Or
3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, the boss fight in 64.
This isn't about 64.
This isn't about 64.
This is rating for Big Boo
is.
I mean, shouldn't you go first?
My rating for Big Boo would be an 8. It's pretty easy, but it definitely serves as a cornerstone boss for the future of the series.
He's in hell. And how King Boo would go on to become
the main antagonist
in the Luigi's Mansion games.
The main antagonist in the Luigi's Mansion games.
Ames is playable in Mario Kart.
Yeah, and is playable in Mario Kart.
I'll give him an 8. I'll give it an 8 too.
Yeah.
But after beating Big Boo, you're led to the Star World, which could alternatively, if you beat the levels with the beat the secret exit, get past the get to the secret exits. It's literally your only option, and or else you go back. Just nothing happens, and even though it's required, but either way, our world is where you're introduced to Yoshi. This is the multicolored Yoshis. And in the original, this was your only way of using them. Yeah. Sounds fun? Well, no, it's not fun. It's actually, it's kind of tedious.
Kind of?
Really.
The remake, they spawn at random.
Whatever shit.
Random.
And yeah. So, completing the Star World will lead you to.
So we gotta rate the worlds.
Okay.
So let's start with Donut Planet.
You mean Yoshi's Island?
Yoshi's Island.
And it's really small, and extremely linear. We already went out. Also new was the Switch Palace.
Which makes these weird multicolored blocks in the level solid.
Yellow blocks will actually give you mushrooms.
And these green blocks will give you cape feathers and.
Wait, red blocks don't give you a fire flower?
None of the other block flowers give you anything.
None of the. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, half of them can give you power-ups, but the others can't. Yeah. That doesn't make any sense.
It really doesn't make sense.
And so how that works. There are four of them, four in total. Yellow, green, red, and blue.
Yeah.
But Donut Planet, Yoshi's Island, I'll give it a 7.
Yeah, it's 7. It's a good starting world. Not too difficult, nothing too special. It gets the job done.
Road 2 is really where the game opens up. You can tackle this in you're introduced right off the bat to secret exits.
It's in the first level.
And the Cape Feather. Don't forget the Cape Feather.
And the Cape Feather to break the game insanely.
I know, right?
Yeah. So, and in Donut Plains, you're also introduced to several other types of levels, like the Ghost House.
The Ghost House,
water levels, and underground levels.
I'll give this, and the green switch.
And the green switch is here.
Which are fucking crucial.
Which is basically crucial if you're trying to beat the game.
And green, you need those Cape Feathers.
And that is no exaggeration. You literally basically need these.
Then, so, your rating?
My rating is a 10.
Yeah, 10. Then there's... Well... I don't really like this area.
Me neither.
It's so... Not only is it really frustrating, it's...
confusing.
has way too many secret exits.
Yeah, basically almost I'm pretty sure every level except for the boss fight has a secret exit.
No, every level leading up to the boss fight.
Every level leading up to the boss fight has a secret exit.
Well, on the path to the boss, they don't have one. And this is also where you can. 6. And then you're taken to World 4, the Twin Bridges. Yeah, that's literally what it's called. Oh, the Twin Bridges. Is right?
Yeah. Twin Bridges. You're on a cheese bridge and butter bridge. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all of these sound like puzzle levels.
Yeah. Yeah, thing is all
are named after cheese.
well, except for
Yoshi's Island, Valley of Bowser. Right, Orange Pears.
yeah, Koopa Valley.
Koopa Valley, and Koopa is actually a Japanese dish.
Ish.
But you didn't know that one.
Yeah.
Did you at least already say that in one of our videos?
No. But as you were saying, those are the four stories which we're about to get to. Butter Bridge, it's overall is
the cheese bridge, the twin bridges.
The Twin Bridges.
They're okay.
Yeah, 6.
I'll give them a 7. They're 6.5.
I mean, hey, at least you
get.
get.
Give Vanilla Dome a 5 then.
Yeah. Then there's Motherfucker! or World 5.
The Forest of Illusion.
It's filled with secret exits.
Oh, and it is so annoying. This place is a maze. Every single level has a secret exit in it, except for the fortress and the castle.
By the way, hey. Yeah. Also, did I mention that there's... also, did I mention that... And that there... but it's actually better than the last two. Because it doesn't really have any... Sure, it's filled with secret exits.
But the secret exits are generally pretty straightforward.
Or word.
Require too much insanity.
And well, I know Alex likes his exploration.
I actually kind of like this one.
What's your rating?
I'll give it an 8.
Yeah, I'll give it an 8 too. Okay. But anyway, it is. Then there's chocolate. Damn it! By the way, this world doesn't have a Star Road. So you know what that means, right?
Yeah.
You don't have a Cape Feather. Well, you gotta go all the way back to Forest of Illusion and grab it. Fuck. But
now, if they put a Star Road here instead of in the Twin Bridges, that would be better. Seriously, why the Twin Bridges need a Star Road?
Oh, it's only 4. It's only 5 levels.
It's 5. That world is 5 levels.
Also, it has a.
It's literally the second shortest world in the game.
Also, it has a secret stage called Soda Oda Lake.
That makes me even hungrier. What the fuck? I love soda.
Yes, we don't need to hear about. No one needs to hear about that.
Yeah.
But also, need proof that this is a chocolate island? It's literally a brown. It's
entirely brown. It's made of milk chocolate.
and finding every secret exit makes it mint.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's better.
Fuck. Fuck, man.
It makes it Chocolate Mint Island.
But this world is weird.
The secret exits are kind of gimmicky.
One of that, I think the second level, depends on how much time you have left. If you make it to the second room in less than 250 seconds.
So less than 250 with a certain amount of time remaining, then
you'll get to the secret exit. Wear that down, then you get to the down and get a certain amount of coins,
and then you get the normal exit.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, it's kind of confusing.
And this is actually next to, I'm pretty sure right next to Vanilla Dome. Right next to Vanilla Dome, to have the only linear ghost house.
Yeah. Vanilla Dome, believe it or not, Vanilla Dome, one of the worlds that's full of secret exits, it has one of the few linear ghost houses in the game.
Yeah, one of two.
Linear as in it doesn't have any secret exits.
Yes.
So linear as in there's no secret exits here.
It's so the dangerously
delicious,
dangerously tasty.
It's dangerously tasty chocolate island.
That's literally what the game says.
The game calls it.
Rating?
What do you give it?
I'll give it a 9.
I'll give it a 9 too. This world is pretty fun.
And then there's Koopa Valley, or Valley of Bowser.
I think Koopa Valley sounds better.
Technically, first you have to go through this sunken ghost ship. Wait a minute. This looks
literally an airship.
This looks awfully familiar.
So one of Bowser's airships crashed and killed everyone on it.
Oh! Do you even collect the same orb you get when defeating Boom?
For defeating Boom Boom at the end of the level.
Yeah, the end of a fortress.
Oh, Pikachu Ghost. Okay, sorry, that has nothing to do with this.
Playing Pokken.
Playing Pokken.
But besides the point. Wait. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
But before we go over the Valley of Bowser, we got the two extra worlds.
Yeah. So.
Also, despite the fact that the box says 96X levels, that's not even true.
There's 96 exits.
Not 96.
There's certainly not 96 levels.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going like a Vocaloid?
Shut up.
Okay.
Yeah, he does. But either way, the Star World, which is rather short, but it introduces you to the multicolored Yoshis.
Which is really nice. So we've already gone over the Star Wars.
But rating?
What's your rating?
I'll give it an 8.
10. I actually quite like the Star Wars.
So that's
a 9.
So then there's this place is the special world, unlocked after or beating the Star World.
Or after beating the Star World.
Oh my God! You get the hardest level. Some of the hardest levels in the entire series.
Some of these are downright insane.
And want to bring a common example?
It's Tubular.
Where you have to use. Oh yeah, I never went over the P balloon.
It's very situational and doesn't appear very often either.
And is mostly used for shortcuts.
It's mostly used for shortcuts or bonus rooms.
I don't really think this thing needs a rating.
It's gonna have ratings, Kara.
Ew. It ew.
I'm giving it a 5.
Yeah.
5.
But, oh my god, Tubular shows you exactly why this power-up sucks.
This level is torture.
You got Sergeant Chucks, or as I call him,
Sergeant Bucks.
Bucks that just throw footballs and baseballs at you.
When you're trying to float.
And
keep in mind, getting hit with the people it'll lose it. And when you're using the people to get over a long, smooth, bottomless pit, that basically spells instant death. Also, the payload has a strict timer.
It lasts for about a minute.
But no, that's way less.
30 seconds.
Yeah, I think it lasts for about 30 seconds. I don't know what time it lasts. It lasts for a very short time. Basically, you need to hurry and have another people on any number of blocks, given the fact that there's no indication on which blocks contain a people. And odds are you're going to hit a block that doesn't contain one, and you're going to die.
Also, up to this point, I haven't mentioned in something, and you'll see, you'll notice, and grab some throughout the levels.
Yeah, the Dragon Coin.
Now, just like the Ace coins and Star coins. Yeah. Ace coins, advanced coins, and star coins.
In later games.
Or star medals and green stars. And these, sir, all they really do is give you a 1-up. But the advanced 2 gives you an incentive to do it. One, there's actually a board. There's actually a
board that keeps track of
how many exits you have and if you've gotten all the dragon coins.
Yeah, and also after you beat the game, if you have all the dragon coins,
they turn into peach coins.
The peach coins don't count as collectibles. Technically, you can collect them off for 1-up, yeah. But the board doesn't keep track of them, meaning that they're just there so you can collect dragon coins again to get 1-ups, basically.
Which is kind of meaningless.
Considering the fact that basically almost certainly basically 100% of the game at this point.
And then, okay, but rating for the special world. Well, you.
Yeah?
What?
Yeah, but I'll rate it a 7.
Yeah, that's about as high as I could go with it. This fucker, it's so all over the place. Levels that are extremely gimmicky. That are kind of short or an easy, and our tubular levels are bad. Tubular or an outrageous.
The levels are too long and too difficult.
Tubular and outrageous are examples.
God, tubular and outrageous.
But okay. Hey, take that. Also, collecting every gain every exit, it gives you a seasonal change.
Pretty neat.
The bullet bells turn to Pidgeots. It's from Mario USA. Hey, the beanstalks turn to pumpkins. Which doesn't make any sense. And then what the fuck? The Koopas. The Koopa shells.
The Koopas, now when they're in their shell position, have Mario masks instead of shells. That's disturbing.
Oh. That's basically your completion bonus. Oh yeah, in Advance 2, you can warp to any... That would have been and nice. It would have been nice if that was in the game to begin with.
Yeah.
Seriously. If that was in the game, if I could do that before I did everything. Also, beating the game respawns fortresses. Oh yeah, I didn't mention how annoying dragon coins are to collect.
If you get hit,
no, if you die,
you lose them.
And
if you've got a checkpoint,
you're fucked.
You're fucked. You can't. You won't have enough time to go back and collect them and still finish.
This is a big issue, especially with the fortresses.
Okay, yeah. So,
Tubular Earth made it even worse. When you collect dragon coins. I've actually done it once. In my one playthrough of Advance 2.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd do that again. I don't think I'd want to do that again. And seeing how much of a living hell it was. You really need to know the ins and outs of every stage.
And this game in general.
But you really don't need to collect the dragon coins.
Unless you're playing the advanced version.
And they're optional.
For a reason. Unless you're willing to stock up on heist throughout the course of your game.
I don't really.
Ignore it.
Even you don't recommend doing that.
I don't recommend that.
Yeah, for being a completionist.
They're really frustrating.
You've seen me rage.
Yeah.
So, but let's move on to Koopa Valley.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm kind of used to saying that.
Well, it's called Koopa Valley.
So, since Valley of Bowser sounds kind of dumb.
Yeah.
So Koopa Valley, he has it all.
Yeah.
And really, it makes sure that you got in all the Switch Palace, entered all the Switch Palaces, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So.
You fight. This is where. Also, did I mention that you can skip straight to the end of the game, aim from completing the Star World?
Yeah.
Or if you're a speedrunner.
Yeah. I like this one.
So, but as for, I haven't, I've never actually gone over Bowser's fights in the past few videos.
Yeah. So I guess we're going over it.
We're going.
This Bowser fight is epic.
Not only from the music to the castle, which has a back door. A back door. Or albeit if you don't get any secret exits, you'll never
be able to reach the back door.
But why does it even exist? Either way, the castle isn't that hard. Or just only two. It just goes through 2 rooms. And boom, you make it about Bowser. And also something in Advance 2 actually fixed some minor graphical problems. Yeah. They made Yoshi's arms yellow in the original, which didn't make sense. Yeah. And they fixed that. And in the original, Bowser was puke green.
For some reason.
And it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
I understand why Bowser's puke green.
But they fixed that and they actually fixed that, believe it or not. So, how does the fight go? Well, you don't go. This is what introduced. This is the introduction of the Koopa Clown Car,
or Bowser's main vehicle of transportation throughout the Mario franchise.
Unless he's using an airship.
Unless he's using an airship or driving a car.
What are his attacks? Well, he throws Mecha Koopas at you, which you have to chuck back. He'll go he'll go off screen and shoot fire from the sky. However, if you get hit here, your Peach will show up and throw you a mushroom. Which is cool. And then, whoa! He's throwing a fucking bowling ball. Oh, that's a little crazy. What is up with Bowser here? Here. One. And then, after that, after 2 more hits, he then starts. This is where it gets kind of hard. Bowser throws and starts bouncing bouncing with his clown car, or to crush you. But with the last two, what was your last two? With the last 2 hits, he's down. Yeah, Bowser actually takes 6 hits. But the rating for this fight, 10.
This fight is epic.
And with that, the game comes to a close.
This game was great.
Well, let's go over the categories. Or two.
So, music and gameplay.
Gameplay, 10.
10, easily. The smoothest Mario's control throughout most games.
And probably the best level design I've seen. In the classic series.
Yeah.
And music, well.
Oh, the music.
It's mostly a rendition of the same of the main theme.
But I didn't really notice that until recently, believe it or not.
Then there's the spooky ghost house theme, the boss fight, the upbeat boss theme, the
absolutely classic castle theme.
In Bowser's theme, the Bowser's menacing
battle theme.
This soundtrack is a solid 10.
Yeah, easily a 10.
So, well, what's my verdict?
What's your verdict?
This is a fucking 10.
Easily a 10 for me too.
You do
yourself a favor, and if you haven't played this game yet, definitely pick it up as soon as you possibly can.
This is probably one of my favorite games of all time.
And mine too.
Yeah.
I mean, I have too many favorite games, but it would definitely be at least in my top 10 Mario games of all time.
And do yourself a favor. You can buy it on the original on the Wii U and 3DS Virtual Console, or it's not. I don't think it's too expensive to buy physically if you have a SNES, or if you want a truly great experience,
and play the advanced version.
Play the GBA remake. It smooths out a lot of questionable, a lot of problems.
Comes with the original.
When is your definitive the definitive version into play?
Yeah.
The music it wasn't even most of the music was unchanged.
What was
and
sounds generally pretty good.
Also, they added Yoshi bongos.
Also, the Yoshi bongos. That's the cutest thing. I thought the Yoshi bongos were in the original, but they made the Yoshi bongos more pronounced, which is beautiful.
The only bad track you could think of
is the
boss theme.
Ironically, the rendition, the boss theme, and the rendition of the castle theme with that. With an ear-piercing screech in the track for some reason.
Yeah, but either way, fucking play this game.
This game is amazing.
I'm Noah's Ren.
And I'm Amaray.
And go fucking play this.
It's right now. That is